Okay, everyone, here I am. This is our mic setup so that Twitch streamers can actually hear us. Um,
No, it's on. Oh, it's definitely on. I can hear it.
okay, this is where we're at right now. So I don't have much to go over. Mostly just I wanted to ask what everyone's progress for Game Jam so far is, and also get any suggestions on what everybody's wanting to do for the actual showcase event, which I should remind everybody is December 5th at 6 p.m. I'm going to try to book a room for that. For right now, that's a secret. I'm going to try my best to get a super nice fancy room for it. Otherwise, we'll probably have it in a classroom, um, preferably without computers. So not necessarily in this room, mostly just because we are ordering pizza. We had our budget sent in for that. We will hopefully, well, I'm really hoping we get our approval for that. But I mean, we don't compared to like other clubs, we really did not ask for a lot. We literally just asked for pizza money. So, and according to the guy in the club's room, our grant submission was one of the most like detailed ones that he's ever seen. So I'm hoping. Yes. There is a vegetarian pizza. I will check really quick if there is a gluten-free option at the Nest. Otherwise, we have a roughly about a $50 like extra budget just for ordering side meals to accommodate like if anybody has restrictions or food allergies and things like that. Um, but like don't come to me and say I don't want pizza, I want steak instead. That's not gonna work. If you're buying, yes. If we're buying, it's pizza. If it, sure, if the Nets can do it within the budget. But so far, like my budget just calls for like, if I were to order one of every single pizza, that still serves roughly around 50 or so. So I'm hoping that's like the range to kind of shoot for this. Um, I mean, I don't expect as much as 50, but that'll be like our max, and then we can go from there. But yes, there are vegetarian pizzas. We will make sure to order one grub. Um, but otherwise, like again, like if you have food allergies or like anything really where you can't eat pizza, please let me know as soon as possible. If you come to me the day before, I can't get that for you. I have to submit the catering order like 2 weeks prior. So the sooner the better. Um, Otherwise, the only other option is to bring your own personal food in that like will be served for you, of course. Um, Other than that, um, the only other things that we're gonna have really is some juice. We're trying to get Timbits. Um, I'm not gonna again spoil the room, but it will be close to Timmy's. I can't remember the hours for it, but hopefully it'll be late enough that like if you don't care for any of those, you can just run to the Timmy's. I'll judge you slightly because I'll spend so much money on the pizzas, but go for it. Um, but other than that, like if anybody like after this wants to ask me about the showcase event or give me ideas on what you'd like to see, for what we have in mind so far is that we're gonna try to book a TV and hook up an HDMI cord, and people working on the game jam submitting, they can set up their own thing into the TV. They can demo their work from the TV and everything and broadcast that to everyone. We'll go through like a round of like everybody just kind of setting themselves up and presenting from there, and then we can. So, no, I was just gonna. Yeah, I was just gonna say like if everybody like afterwards like if they want to set up their own games and like have people come around and like demo them individually. That's kind of what I had in mind. We'll just probably have like I guess the first hour be like these presentations to go through, and then the second hour in the meeting like everybody can go around and have fun with each other and socialize and celebrate because we're making things. Um, so for that like just a reminder like submissions will be due November 30th Angela will show you in a bit how to submit everything through Itch so that you know as soon as possible in case like you just happen to be done early. But yeah, everything should be submitted through Itch. Of course, keep your own personal files to bring to the event itself so that you can present and everything as well. And then like of course like between the 30th and the 5th, like I'm gonna trust that you guys are capable of setting up your own fancy presentation to show everybody. It doesn't have to be like a full like PowerPoint or anything, but just kind of just to show like, hey, this is what I did. This is my stuff. Because I mean, as much as we like to kind of set that up for everyone, it's yeah, you guys own your own content. I'm sure you can represent yourselves and make yourselves look good. What else? There's no gluten-free pizza at the Nest? Okay, if you can't eat gluten, spread this around. Yeah, please come talk to me. I did not know that. That's why I had the budget for extra things like that. So we will try to find you individual gluten-free menu options at the Nest that we can cater specifically for you. Because I know there's Gorov for vegetarian. Rosemary can't have dairy. I don't know about anybody else, but like we'll make something work. I do have that extra little bit of budget for that. Um, I am going to try to have an actual RVSP set up for the event itself, just so that we can get more of an accurate number of who's actually coming to this, not necessarily who's submitting their game jam stuff, but who else is coming to it, just so I can gauge how much pizza to order. This will probably be due, what was it, the 21st? Yeah, so I'm gonna try to have the actual RVSP set up sometime this weekend so that everybody can make plans ahead of time and actually confirm if they are coming or not. Um, if you are submitting a game and you're working in a team, at least one person has to come to this event to show the project itself. It doesn't have to be the whole team, although of course that would be great. But if at least one of you can make it, like if anybody else has other plans, that's totally fine. We're not gonna come down on you guys, but like you are representing yourselves, and even though this is just like a fun event, like it's your own thing. You want to put it out there and show everybody here. We don't know what it's about. That's why we're not presenting it for you. You do that yourself. Um, I feel like I ramble on a lot, don't I?
Well, you're good on a synthesizer. Get to it.
Oh my card. Thank you. I'm trying to like see if I can quickly find like a dumb theme song to put on.
No. Next time I'll bring
Hang on. I got a good song.
Starlight?
Bye.
I'll put a link in the file as well.
Oh, okay, thank you. There we go.
That might be copyrighted.
Oh, it very much. Only if anybody recognizes it. Which no one will.
Huh? I'm not sure. I don't think it's
No, it's under.
There we go, that's what I thought.
Does anybody have any questions on the showcase event itself?
Would you like me to?
So the official, like, it seemed goofy. The showcase is on the 5th, but the actual deadline is the 30th, right?
Yeah. So that'll give everybody enough time to kind of put together a presentation. Yay! That'll give time for us to kind of go over everybody's thing and make sure that we have like time spots for everyone to present. Um, and also like depending on like what kind of equipment you need and everything like that, because we'll have like HDMI cords and TVs and things like that, depending on like what else anybody needs. We can try to get that set up really quick. I can't guarantee things like VRs. I just have a TV. But yeah, it's just like a week or so prior so that we can have actually set everything up ahead of time instead of the night before. Which I mean, we'll get everything done the night before, like we've done for everything else, haven't we? Yeah, we'll figure it out. Um, but yeah, biggest things is that we're gonna try to get a really nice fancy room booked. There will be pizza and food and drinks. Um, Everybody will be presenting their own content. I will just be booking, unless they have a projector, of course, in that room. I'll just be booking a TV for everybody to set up and demo their things, and then you can all individually set up your laptops or computers and demo from there. But reason why I'm not having it in here is because I am ordering so much food, and I don't want to accidentally destroy this room in doing so. Oh, another thing. So, what we're going to try to do for this event is collect any donations for the NASA Food Bank. So, it's not, of course, mandatory, but it's greatly, greatly encouraged. Just so that we can like help our school community here. It is getting closer to the holidays. They'll probably need as many donations as they can get. So there's actually quite a few things that you can do to donate. If you do any volunteer work around Nate, you can always mention to them that you are in a club, that you're here in the game development club, and they will actually record your volunteer hours through OrgSync. And is that through now?
No.
Then no, it's game dev club. Um, get on that tomorrow. You made me lose my train of thought. No, yes. If you already do any volunteer work around Nate, just make sure to mention to them if they ask about clubs or anything. You can say that you're in the game development club. They will log your hours into OrgSync. Those hours can go towards us for giver points. The giver points, of course, can go into a great big grant that we can get at the end of the year, or we can get like extra awards at the end of the year. It's great. We need money. um, so that's again, if you're already doing any volunteer work, or if you see a cool event and you'd like to sign up, you can always participate in that and just say, hey, I'm in the game dev club. Give me points. Give me money, and they will do so. Other ways that you can volunteer, of course, money donations. You can always submit that through NASA, I believe. I will go into more detail of how to actually process that. So if you have any extra change or anything, you can always donate that. Again, make sure to specify that you're donating in collaboration to the game development club, and they should be able to process that for you. Um, you can also make food donations. You have to schedule those in with Laura, because she'll weigh everything out. So I can give you her email if you'd like. She can set up a time for you to weigh anything out, even if it's just one or two things, and those will go towards that. There's also clothing donations of anything that you don't need anymore. Book drives. If anybody goes to the blood donation drives here and there, you can also mention to them that you're in the game development club, and we get points for that. Um, there's also an organ donation part. That's a really big decision, and you only get 9 points for that. So that's like this much for. You get 18 points for donating blood, and you can do that more often. Yeah, it's not per organ. It's if you sign your card to say that you like to be an organ donor. But again, that's a really big decision. Yeah, it's a really big decision, and it's only worth 9 points. So I'm only mentioning it there that like I don't expect you to suddenly come to me or to NASA saying that you'd like to be an organ donor, because that's no, that you sign the card to say that you like to be an organ donor. Yeah, but again, that's not something I would encourage you to do on the spot, because it usually asks you to specify which parts to donate that you would like to donate. Again, worth 9 points. All that. I don't know why it's. I mean, it's a good thing because it saves lives, but for 9 points, I would have it at least like the points go towards an end of the year grant that we can get to carry on to the later year. It goes up between no, it's in a range. it's in a range of like how many points you get. So like I think it's between like 500 to 1,000 points or so. You only get like $1,000 for like a grant, and that the club just has. So it's not necessarily much, but like if you have like thousands of points, you can get like I don't know, $1,000 or so. I'd have to look the actual. Yeah, I have a book, but I mean I'm chained. Yeah, I have a book that explains all that, but it's just mostly you get points, you get money at the end of the year that carries on to the following year, and you can also get awards based on those points, and that gives more money. And also we can have like an actual thing as um, recognition of having an award for a club that can go in resumes. Like I'm in a club that had uh organs. I was in a club that had a best poster award, or I was in a club that had the most engaging award. I did this much work. Is that me?
Yes, he brought up the stream. Yeah, the audio's coming up through the headphones.
Ah.
It's not showing. Why is it showing the main screen?
Wait 1 second.
Drag it over to the other monitor.
Infinite recursion. Come on.
Do it anyway.
Which HDMI you want? There we are. This board. I got you.
Oh, sexy.
I know, best sword search monitor I've ever seen.
Johnny.
Right here.
This the one you wanted? Yeah, but the issue is copying monitor.
It's showing the same.
Duplicating, not extending it. That's all I'm
Is
gonna do.
this my life
Yeah,
now?
naughty stuff on it. I know.
I can have a
Very
look at the
naughty.
camera like I'm in the
I like
office
animation
moment.
stuff. I like that too. No, I can't.
What are we talking about?
How far forward did you flip?
At the top.
You knew it would happen. Why is the mouse frozen?
I don't know.
Because it's winter.
What button did I press? Who do you want? We're good.
I want it there.
Now we're duplicating it again.
Just put it on that table there.
Oh, I love being the only one that people hear. Hi, everybody. People hear me twice in this room because my voice is being projected onto the projector.
You got a little more space to move now. Oh my god, we're falling at incredibly high speeds.
There we go.
Oh my god, I thought that said liver distinction.
Yep. So like the highest we can get is like $1,300, but that's like crazy. That's like 200,000 plus points.
Do you want to hit the
It just carries on into like the club the following year.
Toss me the remote.
What?
Toss me the remote.
No, I can't.
Freeze?
Yep.
There's gonna be a button. It's gonna say freeze. There.
So I think we're already here, or at least I really hope so, because I did the Nate Trick or Treat event, and we got like tons of food there, and the points get converted like by the pound of food, not per item, by the pound. So if you have a gigantic bag of rice that you got for like $5 at Costco, donate that. So I'm hoping we're at least here, and I'm estimating we're probably just over 600, if I'm optimistic. I don't know. I don't know if we necessarily have a goal, of course, but the more money, the better. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the money is just more or less money that we can actually keep and use towards other things. The money that we're getting so far to budget for everything, if we don't use it, it gets reclaimed back to Nate. Because there's no sense in having all of that there. So we budget for all the things that we want to do and request money for that, and we spend it. And depending on how much money Nate gives us, we can do that. But if we have any unspent money, then that just gets immediately reclaimed back to NATSA. So depending on what we want to do, like it would be easier to have like all that extra little bit to actually accommodate for all that. So say if we want to have an event where um, people get Steam cards, like if we have a showcase and we can vote on things and winners get Steam cards. We can do that because we have money to buy people Steam cards. For right now, we can only request up to like $500 per semester, and we just submitted like the 320 for the pizza. But that was like our final grant until January. So we can ask for another bit of money in January, and then we have to try to go to like a winter retreat for, excuse me, the club leadership, and then we can hopefully ask for more than that. Because I have big plans. I'd like more than $500 because 320 of it went towards pizza. One day. Hold on there, Elon Musk. No, maybe. I think that's pretty much it what I had to go through. Mostly it's just Angelo showing everybody how to submit to itch, just so that everybody's clear on that. And just to get ideas for the actual showcase event from here. And
Angelo, show how to just submit the stuff to itch.
Angelo, I think I'm all
Over
done.
here, show us how
Can
to
I-
submit to itch. Huh?
Okay.
Nah, we don't need to do that yet.
Okay. If you'd like to know, then ask Angelo. But yeah. Other than that, yeah.
You and me.
Yeah. I have nothing else to do though. But I have nothing else to do. I think I'm done. I do that like all the time. My hair looks gross.
I'm an mature adult.
Look at the delay! Look at the delay! Oh no! The delay! Yes. At least as long as Preston's there.
You gotta have a mature adult running the machines, otherwise it'll break.
I don't know. Is there literally anything else to go over before I drop my Surface Book? Okay. Then yeah. Unless anyone has any other questions, I think I'm good, and I want to take this thing off. So thank you everyone for putting up with me.
Are you actually 7'2"?
Oh, I wish. Bye everyone.